All right. Hi, everybody. It is about 12 minutes after 8, after I should have already started. Sorry about that. Let me grab the link and post it over on Facebook. All right, 1 second. Okay, go there. And post. Okay. All right. Lots of fun stuff going on. Oops, don't let me shut that off. Hang on. Don't want that interrupting us. Okay. Hope that you have had a great week. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I saw everybody or since I've been on. Last week, we were smack dab in the middle of some renovations and we are not finished. It turned out to be a bigger job than what I thought it was going to be. But when you start tearing things apart, you really don't know what you're going to get into when you get in there. So we are taking the sheetrock out of our house and putting up this beautiful wood back here in all of the rooms. And I'm fixing this so I can see myself over there because there's a little bit of delay coming to YouTube. So I'm trying to watch the YouTube so I can see if there are comments. So if you're joining live on here, great. I am so happy to see you. If you're not and you're catching the replay, let me know that you're catching the replay either here by commenting on YouTube or in the comments over on Facebook, where I have shared the link. But we are putting this wood up on all of the walls in our house and the ceiling. We are raising our ceilings from 8 foot to 9 foot. In the other room, which is our main room of the house, living space, is the kitchen, dining room, living room. It's about a 26 by 30 space. So we got half of that ceiling finished. We have the ceiling on the other side ready to go. We are waiting for our ceiling fans to arrive so we can put them on the center beam, and then we can start putting the wood. So that's the fun I had last week. So tonight we are going to do a couple of cards. I have seen several with this stamp set that I just couldn't wait to play with. So I got that. Oh, and let's make sure our camera is plugged in so that, let's pray this works. Turn it over. Let's see, maybe turn it over. We'll go in. There we go. But I've been wanting to play with this one and it's here. So let me just remind everybody that on the 15th at 11 a.m. at Panera Bread is Kits and Sips. So if you have last month's paper pumpkin kit or you get this month's paper pumpkin kit in time, which you probably won't because they just build them today. So bring a kit. Let's work on a kit, or whatever cards that you're working on, you can bring those, and we will meet at Panera at 11 on North Peters. And then birthday card club class is Thursday. Register by Wednesday of this week if you want to come to that. What else? The regular card class, I moved it up a week this month because I will be in Baltimore at an RID conference for work, which is Registry of Interpreters for the Deaf. So the regular card class is Friday, July 21st at 6:30. And I've changed to help myself remember all of our in-person card classes are going to be at 6:30. Doesn't matter if it's the birthday club class or birthday card class or the regular card class. We're going to start at 6:30 on Friday evenings. And I had to move this one up because I will be out of town in Baltimore on the last Friday of the month or the fourth Friday of the month, however you keep track of it. All right, you didn't come to watch me chitter chatter. You came to watch me make cards. So let me scoot my picture over to the side over there so I can see what's going on. And well, let's make some cards. Let me share my screen. Advanced. I have to walk myself through it every time. Let's see if that works. No, it did not work. Hold on. It's sharing, it is using two cameras, but it's not using the correct two cameras. Stop screen share. Pop that out. Let's do it this way. Sorry about the pixelation and the jittery. Okay, this should work now. There we go. This stamp set doesn't look like, it didn't appeal to me very much in the catalog until I started seeing people do some very pretty cards with it. So I am going to hopefully flatter Brandy, and her name is Brandy Cox. I believe it's Brandy Cards. So yes, it's Brandy Cox. We are going to do a couple of cards after some that she has done. So let me see if I can make that screen shrink. I cannot. All right, I'm getting there. I'm so sorry. This is not working like I planned for it to work tonight. My boards. There we go. These are some cute little cards that are quick and easy. So if you want quick and easy, these are perfect. And I will show you how quick and easy and how pretty they are. These are cling stamps. So they are the red rubber. All right, let me pop them out. I told you it's a brand new set. Yay. We're going to use that one. And we're going to use the leaf design. We are going to use this one. We are going to use thank you. And I think that's it. I won't put the label on the back. We'll be able to remember it. Of course, I can show you how to do that. Let's do it on this one. So what I typically do is I just pull the backing off of the stamp, grab me a block that it will fit on. I peel the corresponding sticker, and then I put it on the block. Take the backing off, and you line it up so with your stamp. And it's got its label. So you can do that. I won't waste your time doing all of those that way. So tonight we are going to use those pieces. Pull the backing off, put it on a block. Backing off on a block. Let me find my blocks. that won't fit on that one. Again, we were so busy last week. I have not had a chance to be in my craft room for a little while, trying to get everything in the other part of the house done and that fun stuff. And that one will fit right there on that one. So my craft room has not been organized like I want with my new shelves. It has not, haven't been able to put away some of my other stuff just because life happens and you get busy. So hopefully, maybe on Thursday, I'll get to do a little bit of that. All right, so for our first card, we are going to start with a simple white card base. So here is our paper trimmer. And I've got stuff stacked in my way. Hang on 1 minute. All right, there's the top, so you can see the measurements. This is thick white cardstock. I am going to score it at 4 1/4. Oh, and just in case somebody is asking, on the online exclusives, you can buy just the little scoring tool for your scoreboard or for your paper trimmer. I happened to see them recently and I remember somebody asking about it. You can get a pack of 2 of the scoring tool for your paper trimmer on the online exclusives. So we have our card base. Our next piece is going to be Lost Lagoon, and I grabbed a piece of scrap. We are going to cut this at 4 by 5 1/2 or 5 1/4. And we are going to grab another piece of basic white, not thick. And we are going to cut it. Where did I put it? There we go. At 3 3/4. Right around that corners a little bit. By 5. I just dropped each increment down by 1/4 of an inch. And they will layer up right nicely. All right, I can lay that in my chair behind me. Let's stamp first. So I'm going to grab, that kind of looks like petal pink, but I think we're going to go with Berry Burst. Let me get that color. If I can find it. It's not up there. One moment. Here we go. Found it. I'm going to use Berry Burst. And I'm going to grab a piece to stamp off on. Okay. So let's ink this one up. And I got it on the edges, so I got to be careful not to rock it. And I'm going to put it pretty much straight up. That's dark. That's okay. And then I am going to use Lost Lagoon. And we're going to do the leaves. And I'm going to put it right there. Whew, pretty. And close this one so I don't get ink on my fingers. And we're going to use this flower. And this is crushed curry. And it's going to go Right there. Wow. And then I'm going to go back to Berry Burst and stamp thank you. And make sure I got it right side up. And I'm going to stamp it right there. Crooked, of course, because why wouldn't I, right? So now let's layer it together. Oh, that was the one I was going to stamp off on. Let me see if I can find my bone folder. I usually have an extra one over here. I don't see it. Just a minute. Adhesive. I'm going to take your pick. Like I didn't even have any adhesive over here. It was in the other container. All right, so let's layer this on. But even if you, what I was going to try to say earlier is if you find cards that you like on Pinterest and you don't know the exact measurements, just do the best you can. And it kind of makes it become your own card. So then, but you can still give the, I cannot even glue straight tonight, peeps. It makes the card your own. All right, there's that. Very simple. Let's grab some bling. It's not in those. I'm going to do the brushed grass butterflies. Use a couple big ones because they're on this extra. And fly correctly there, little butterfly. Nope, get all your adhesive. There we go. So there's that cute little card. Now let's step it up a tad and do, oops, sorry. Let's just change it just a little bit. We're going to use a color for our card base. This is Berry Burst. So again, I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. Cut it at 5 1/2. And again, I always, when I'm cutting, I put my cardstock obviously straight up against that. It keeps it straight. And then when I'm using my paper trimmer, I push against it so it holds it against that straight edge. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. All right. And now I need that piece. Basic white. That's what we're going to stamp on again. 3 3/4. By 5 1/4. And that's correct height. And we are going to try to see how she did it. I think I know. All right. We will remember to stamp off this time. But first, let's fold our card base. And then I can't even think right now. Sorry. We are going to lay our card base on this piece, and we're going to get berry burst out of there. And we're going to stamp us a background. And I'm using this piece of basic white as a mat so I don't use up all my grid paper. Let's put one right there. Down the side. And like that. Okay. So now let's get our card base. We're going to ink it all up good. We are going to stamp off. And then we're going to stamp on this piece. And that gives it a really light, pretty color. That over there, so it's not in my, don't put the cardstock on it. And let's do the same for our Lost Lagoon. Using the same ink colors that we used on the previous card. All good and juicy. Stamp off. Stamp on. Ooh, nice. Over here too. Our crushed curry. Ink it up. Stamp off. Stamp on our card. I am loving this. And now for our thank you, it's in full strength. Let's see if we can get it a little straighter this time. Maybe. And now, lay that to the side. You can rough up your edges with your scissors, or if you have one of those older tools. Actually, I'm just going to tear it a little bit. Nope, we're going to keep doing the scissors. Gives it a little worn edge. Oh, you found me now. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for joining. This stamp set is called Inked and Tiled. And this is the second card tonight. Let me finish it up and I'll show you the first one. And again, I'm just roughing the edges a little bit to give it a little bit of a worn, distressed look. Let's wipe the fuzz off there, put some ink on the back, or adhesive on the back. Bring in our card base. That's too tall. That's too tall. Hang on. Should be 5. So let's cut off a little bit at the bottom. And now we get to wrap that up again. There we go. Much better. And you could pop that on dimensionals if you wanted to. And let's use some more of these big butterflies. One here. There we go. And where did I put the other card? Right in front of my nose. So these are stamped full strength with the same colors. These are just stamped off one time, and I put it on a different background. So there's the cards for tonight. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that, lots of online exclusives. Check out that on Facebook, not Facebook, on the online store. I'll get it right in a minute. And let me know if you need any help shopping. I can definitely hook you right up. So let me stop screen sharing. There's the two cards. This one is on basic white cardstock with a little border. This one is on Berry Burst. And this white and this white are the same size, and we just made our own background. Oh, let me slide it down a little bit. Get it back in the picture. And these are stamped with full strength ink. These are stamped off one time. And it just gives you a different little illusion, and it's a softer color. So hope you enjoy that. And I will stop screen sharing. There we go. Have a great night. I hope that you do something fun for yourself. I hope that I get to see some of you at Kits and Sips on Saturday, or even come to the birthday card class on Thursday night. Not Thursday night. Is it Thursday night? Brenda can't remember when her own stuff is. It is Thursday night at 6:30. Goodness. Yes. I like the stamped off too. It just gives it a softer feel. So have a good night. If you have any questions about anything, you can find my calendar of events pinned to the top of my Facebook page. Brenda Sellers Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator. Everything is right there. Kits and Sips is at 11 at Panera Bread on Saturday. Yes. And then we'll go from there. I hope that you have a great night, and I will see you soon. Go do something fun for yourself, and I'll catch up to you again later. If I can figure out where to end the Zoom, we will. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.